Happy 8 weeks of lockdown. That's 2 whole months of not leaving the house for some of you. Woo! How are you getting on? Is it all right? Are you struggling? I've got all dressed up because I'm going to B&M later and I like to get dressed up for a day out. Shave my legs and everything, and it's been 8 weeks. Kids went to the bathroom and thought Chewbacca had fallen asleep in a bath. So yeah, that's about the level of where I am at the moment. Excited to go to B&M. Although to be fair, I'm always excited to go to B&M because you can never have too many cat beds. Every time I go, I come back with a cat bed. I've started to really miss my colleagues this week. Just really miss whinging at work, because whilst we're doing everything on Teams, which some of you may know about, you can't necessarily have a good old bitch about your boss while your boss is watching what you're writing. So that's been a bit of a thing. And I actually like my colleagues, I like my boss actually, and I like where I work. So what I've started doing is trying to emulate my workplace as much as I can at home. I'm working opposite my partner who works for someone else, but obviously we're working together, so we are colleagues at the moment. He's always fucking late for work, and the children are around and the animals are around, so it's quite a bustling environment to try and concentrate on finance. But what we started doing is I delegate work to the kids, and then when they're not in the room, I bitch to my boyfriend about how shit a job they've done and how I would have done it better had I done it myself. That's a good starting point. And the other thing I really find fun is if I go and make myself a cup of coffee and then leave the pot in the sink and go back later and moan like fuck that somebody's used my office mug. Yeah. What you could do as well, here's an idea for you, if you're also missing the bustling environment of being at work, what you can do is you can make yourself a sandwich, have a bite out of it, wrap it up, put it back in the fridge, and then go back to it at lunchtime and bitch like a bastard that somebody's eaten your lunch. Because everybody knows somebody in the office that steals food. There's always an office food thief, and you should have one in your house as well. Another fun thing that you can do is every time one of your children or an animal walks in the room, you can look at your watch and go, afternoon. Because who doesn't need that level of passive aggressiveness in their life? It's good. It's a good way to keep you sane. It really, really is. Really is. Joe Wicks, that's the thing as well. I've found the best way to enjoy a Joe Wicks PE lesson is to put it on mute and eat a tub of ice cream whilst you're doing it, and just be confident that you're going to get fit via osmosis. Just being around it. Kids can do it, that's fine, let them do it. Let them hurt themselves. I did it once. I did one and I couldn't walk for 2 fucking weeks. So now it's just sit down with ice cream while he's having a go. It's good. It's a good way of doing it. If you're getting really bored, one thing that you could do is take up a new instrument. So I already play the flute, and I got a saxophone for Christmas, so I've been learning that. I've been working really hard on that. But if an instrument isn't for you because of the expense or just the effort required, why not try perfecting making armpit trumps to the tune of Rain and Falls and Horses? It's a good one, surely. Yeah, I liked that one. I did like that one. You could try selling things. There's lots of multi-level marketing available. Ann Summers, that's a good one. I like Ann Summers. Now, that to me served a purpose back in the day when women were so oppressed, and it encouraged us to take control of our own sexuality, and also their bras are really good quality. Good. I see a need for Ann Summers in the world. Arbonne, heard of Arbonne? That's not my favourite. And then you've got Herbalife, Scentsy, and I know a lot of people that are doing these schemes, and good for you, because I know that you're doing well with them. What you need to be successful in any of these is the lack of restraint to bother anybody you've ever spoken to and try and sell them stuff. And I think it takes a special kind of person to be able to do that, and good for you, good for you. I, a couple of years ago, had an encounter with an old friend of mine who was a good friend at the time, but we hadn't spoken for a couple of years, and I got a message from her on Facebook just going, "Hi, how are you doing? You look like you're having a great time at the minute, your life looks really good, I'm so pleased for you, we definitely need to catch up." I'm like, "Brilliant, yeah, we do, I really miss her, she was a good friend." So invited her round, set a date, I did some housework, 3 fucking hours of mopping, hoovering and dusting, which I hadn't done for years because I don't have guests. One way I ensure that I don't have guests is in my house there is never coffee, tea, milk or sugar, because I find if you keep those things in stock, people will just turn up and expect you to make them. So don't keep those things in stock, and they come and they realise you don't ever have hospitality ingredients, and then they never come back. It's great. So anyway, I did all of that. I bought her some coffee and we had a cup of coffee and we had a good old natter and it was really nice. And then I went to put the cups in the kitchen. When I came back, she'd got a whiteboard out and a whiteboard pen, and she started drawing on it going, "Have you heard of Arbonne?" And I went, "No, what's Arbonne?" Fucking big mistake. An hour later, she's there going, "And all it'll cost you is a £96 investment today." I said, "Love, it's already cost me a morning's housework and a cup of coffee, and I'm reluctant to spend any more." And we never spoke since. It's a shame really, because without the Arbonne stuff, she's fine. And it does happen, so you just got to keep your guard up. If you get a message from a friend saying, "Hi hun, how's it going?" and they're really positive with you at the start, they're basically that person that phones you up and says, "Good morning, can I speak to Miss Brown please?" And you're like, "Oh, Miss Brown speaking." And they go, "Hi, how are you doing today?" And you're like, "Oh, fuck, you want to sell me something?" And I wasn't in an accident and I haven't ever had PPI. That's what they are, but they've got the added ammunition of already knowing you and having an in. But sometimes just chat to them anyway, because it's nice to be nice, but yeah, it's not for me. So that's me, that's my funny today. Had a bit of a rant about the old MLM, but if you've enjoyed anything that you did see, please like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I'm planning on posting lots of stand-up from this very position. With my clock here, you will notice some of these photos are baby photos, and I know that child because he's my very own. Some of them are not, they came in the clock, and it's also got no battery. This is a bit of tat that I got from my just a bit of tat. So yeah, if you want to see more of this clock, sometimes I might change the pictures around. I can't see it myself, that's a lot of effort, but you never know. But yeah, like, subscribe, and please do watch another one of my videos because some of them might actually be good. Thanks very much, take care. Let me know how you're doing in lockdown, because I really do genuinely want to know. And if there's anything that you want me to do, silly or funny or compassionate or anything, leave me a message and I will do my very bestest to do it. Love you all, bye.